In this video, we will study about DE-MOIVRE'S theorem and its application in finding the roots of complex number. So basically in this video, we will know what is DE-MOIVRE'S theorem and we will study how to find roots of complex numbers using this theorem. In this video, we are not doing the proof of DE-MOIVRE'S theorem because it's not in the syllabus. But if you want the proof, you can write it in the comment section. We will try to make a video on proving the DE-MOIVRE'S theorem. So let's first understand what this theorem tells us. This theorem states that cos theta plus iota sine theta raised to the power n is equal to cos n theta plus iota sine n theta. So basically this theorem is useful in finding many things because we know that we can represent any complex number in this form. So we can find the power of any complex number using this theorem, or we can use this theorem to find roots. Why? Because here n is a positive or negative integer or a fraction, and if it is in the form of p by q and p is equal to 1, then it will be a root or something, and we can use this theorem to find roots. So this theorem is very useful in finding roots of complex number. So basically this is DE-MOIVRE'S theorem. So now let's study its application on finding roots of complex numbers. Now to find roots of complex numbers, let's first see what we are gonna do. So there will be a root of complex number. So we will convert that complex number to this form, and then we will apply the power it will have. Mostly if there are asked to find roots, then the p will be 1, or sometimes this will not be 1, it will be p by q. Then this thing will have q and only q different roots, and q is a positive integer, so it will have q different roots. If it is 3, then it will have 3 roots, and if this is 4, it will have 4 different roots. So how we will find those different roots? This is the method to find those different roots. What we will do is this. Let's write this theta in terms of this. This is the same thing. This is the period of cos theta and sin theta. So this do not changes the value of cos theta and sin theta. Then we will use DE-MOIVRE'S theorem to take this power down, and it will become this. Then to find different values of the roots, we will vary this n, because this n is from 0 to infinity. Cos theta and sin theta do not changes its value on 2 pi. So then we will vary this n from 0 to q minus 1. Why q minus 1? Because it's starting from 0. It will give us q different roots of that number. So now let's do this in practical. Let's take a question and then solve it using DE-MOIVRE'S theorem. Now the question is, pay a little more attention to this question because this question is really important, and this came a lot and lots of times in exams. So I am solving this question in this video. So we have this complex number and we have to find 1 by 6. So this will have 6 different roots. So let's find them. First step is to convert this number to cos theta plus iota sin theta terms. So let's write 1 plus iota is equal to r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. Now our goal is to find the value of r and theta so that we can represent this number as this form. So we get, comparing by imaginary and real parts, we get r cos theta is equal to 1, and then r sin theta equal to 1. Now how we will solve it? It is easy. Just we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So if we square them and add them, then this term will vanish. We will have r only, and we will get a value of r from there. So squaring and adding, r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta is equal to 1 square 1, and 1 square is 1 plus 1. So we get r square common, and this in cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1 is equal to 2. So r square is equal to 2, and r is root 2. Now let's find the value of theta. You can either find the value of theta by putting r here and then taking cos inverse, or there is a simple thing, divide these two, so we get r gets cancelled out and we get tan theta, because sin upon cos is tan theta, is equal to 1 and theta is equal to tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So pi by 4. So from these things we get r is equal to root 2 and theta is equal to pi by 4. So now let's put it in the above equation. We get 1 plus iota is equal to root 2. We took the r common, so it will be easier to solve further. Cos theta, which is pi by 4, plus iota sine theta, which is pi by 4. Now let's add the power in here, which is asked in the question. So 1 plus iota raised to the power 1 by 6 is equal to root 2 cos pi by 4 plus iota sine pi by 4 raised to the power 1 by 6. So now we know that from De-Moivre's theorem we can take this power down, but before taking this power down, let's do one thing which is really important to get all the roots, which is adding the period in here. So we get root 2 cos, here is 2n pi plus pi by 4 plus iota sine 2n pi plus pi by 4. So now we can solve it further. We can take this root down. So what we will do is simply taking this root down, which is 1 by 6, and when we multiply it by root 2, it's 2 raised to the power 1 by 12, because root 2 is 2 raised to the power 1 by 2, and 1 by 6 multiplying it will become 1 by 12. So then it's cos, and here we will do the same thing, which is 2n pi multiplied by 1 by 6 is 2n pi by 6 plus pi by 4 multiplied by 1 by 6 is pi by 6 4s are 24 plus iota sine, same thing in here, 2n pi by 6 plus pi by 24. Okay, so now we can take the LCM in here and solve it further. So we get 2 raised to the power 1 by 12 cos, and LCM 24. We can also cancel these things. It will give us 8n pi plus pi, and iota sine, here it will give us the same thing, 24 8n pi plus pi. Now when you are here, after this becomes really easy. Now we just have to vary this n from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, from 0 to q minus 1, and q was 6. So we will vary it from 0 to q minus 1 to get different values of roots. So now let's do it. Now after this we just have to change the value of n. For n equal to 0 we have this root, for n equal to 1 we have this root. If you can simplify it further, you can solve it using basic trigonometry, or yes, we can solve this one like it's 3 3s are 9 and 3 8s are 24, and 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24, and for n equal to 2 you will get this. If you are doing it in exam and you are not allowed to use a calculator, then you can leave it here, you will get full marks. And for n equal to 3 you have this, but if you have something like this one, you can use basic trigonometry. For example, pi plus pi by 24, it is representing that, so you can solve it further to give this. And for n equal to 4 you have this, and for n equal to 5 you have this. So this is how you use De-Moivre's theorem to find roots of complex number. So thanks for watching this video, and always remember that math is everything.